Welcome to Keeping It True. I am your host, Nino Reyes, and today I have the amazing Alexis Onestas, who is the founder and president of Omx Group, a dynamic force in the music industry since the 2000s. With a background in journalism and street marketing, he has orchestrated high-profile events and collaborated with renowned artists like Rick Ross and Busta Rhymes. Today, Alexis continues to shape the landscape of urban music through his various agencies and innovative projects, including his publishing house, Omx Books, which translates influential works from prominent authors like 50 Cent, Issa Rae, and many more into French. So welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Alexis.
Hello. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure to be there. Really.
I love having you here. You're so calm. Like your energy is like, hello. I love
because
that.
I'm really, it's my first time to an interview in English. So
yes.
So it's very impressive. But
yes.
I'm really happy to be with you.
And
really.
You're going to kill it. You're going to do amazing.
yeah, I'm sure about it.
Yes. So how does it feel being in New York right now?
It's crazy because New York, New York, it's a different energy.
Yeah.
I went to Atlanta, I went to LA, I went to all over the world, in Hong Kong, in China.
Yeah.
But New York is very, 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 very special.
Yeah, it's a special place, huh?
Yeah, really.
You've met some amazing people here, like me.
Yeah, really. And it's why I always come back to New York because I can do all over the world, the travel and see a lot of country, a lot of city. But New York is so special.
Yeah. We love having you here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So today, I want to dive into your journey. I want to talk about your career, where everything started to where you are today. You're so successful. You're peaking in your career, and in the French market, you're a big deal. You're big.
You say it. I don't say no, but you said it.
Listen, we're not modest here. I'm going to brag on behalf of others. So, I want to dive right into it. I want to learn about what motivated you to create your first fanzine at just 17 years old, right? So I learned that you, early on in your career as a kid, you already kind of knew that you wanted to be involved in music somehow. So you started a magazine, sort of, a fanzine, and you started this very young. What motivated you to start that?
In one word, the passion. Passion, really, because, when I was younger, I really want to be an activist. I don't want just to be a listener or a fan or something like that. I really want to bring something to the movement.
Okay.
And I was a big fan of hip hop magazine, and of French and American magazine hip hop. And I was a little bit how I can say that, I don't like the fact that magazine said everybody was perfect. Everybody was cool artist. Everybody was a genius. So I had to put my knowledge. I have to put my voice into the game. So I decided to do my own fanzine.
Okay.
And I had a lot of problem with this fanzine because my voice was a real fan voice, So I don't have any kind of commercial. How do you say that? I don't have a commercial issue, so I can say what I say. So I have a lot of trouble, but it was my first time in the business, and I met a lot of people with it. So so it was a very good.
So you were out here criticizing people.
Yeah, criticizing a lot because I was just a fan. I was just 17 years old.
Yeah.
So it was simply to say, you a fake rapper, you a good rapper. So I don't have any kind of boss or.
Yeah.
So
it was uncensored.
Yes.
No censorship.
Really. But
just raw.
I had real problems, real problems. But it's crazy. It's a good thing because right now, some people I criticized in the past are my friend. So it was.
So it worked out.
Yeah.
It turned out good.
Yeah.
That's good. You didn't make enemies.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So I want to know about your journey starting as a journalist.
Yeah.
So how did that shape your understanding of communication in the music industry? Because you started as a journalist at first. So can you
Yes.
kind of like tell us about that experience for you?
I have I had a good skills because I knew what media and journalists want to have about an artist.
Okay.
You know, I knew how to write a story. I knew how to create a real storytelling about an artist. So I was a journalist before. So when I have to, you know, to build the press kit, when I have to build a story about an artist, I knew the direct line to hit the journalist media. So I have a really good asset when I built my agency.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
really. I was in the other side, so I knew what a journalist wants. I knew they want like 2 photos, like a photo of the face of the artist, a photo of the street. You know, you have some skills like
You
that.
already knew the knowledge behind it. As a journalist, you were writing or reporting. How
Everything.
You were doing everything?
You know how it is when you start something. I was a photographer. I was a writer. I was a graphist. I was everything.
Understand.
Everything.
Yeah, you have to. You have to
Yeah.
do everything. You know,
Yeah.
that's how you get ahead. But that's also how you like build skills.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, after that, you know how to manage your team. Because you was a graphist, you was a writer, you was a photographer. So even if you work with different people, you know how to tell it.
Yeah.
You know how many times a graphist have to work on a page because you made it too.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
So
That's
it's
a
simple.
really good
So when a
point.
graphist say I call you in 2 days, you know, you already know.
It takes
he
1
went
hour.
there, yeah, you know. So okay, no, don't play with me.
Like
guy.
2 days, too much.
Yeah, don't play with me like that. Yeah.
I love that. So, you know, we went out to dinner. We were talking about Damon Dash and how you met Damon Dash. So can you tell us a little bit about that story, about how you met him and how has that changed your whole career trajectory, how he inspired you?
Thank you for thank you for make me memorize all this good things because I was very young and it's really a crazy story.
Yeah.
I was like 18 and a friend of mine called me to meet them Dash because in France at this time a few people knew him.
Okay.
Everybody knew Jay-Z, but a few people knew him. So I was new in Paris like a big Jay-Z fan.
Yeah.
So she called
And
me.
you still are.
Yeah. So she called me and she said, "Oh, I need you because nobody know Dem Dash here. So I really need you to meet him." And I said, "Let's go. I'm in.
Yeah.
At this time, I didn't know to tell. I didn't know speak English, but not a word. Not a word. So I called my friend Sindanu. Big up to Sindanu.
Yeah.
And we went to Plaza Athénée. It's a big fancy hotel, 5-star hotel, and it was summer.
Okay.
So we was like in a large T-shirt with short, with sneakers, like 2 hip-hop journalists come to meet a big entrepreneur in the hip-hop world, you know. So we don't have to have a suit and something like that.
Yeah.
But Plaza Athénée, it's a 5-star hotel. So when we went to the Plaza Athénée, everybody look at us like, who are this guy? Who are this guy like in T-shirt, in short? And really, it was a very weird moment because I really saw I wasn't in my place. You know, when you're ashamed about yourself because you had to put a suit and you're here with a short and
when you're
with a
coming
t-shirt.
off as authentic, you felt like
because I
you
didn't
wasn't
know.
welcomed.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this area in Paris because I'm from the suburbs. So I didn't know the 5-star five-star area. You know.
Yeah.
So I was there and I was real ashamed, and then Dem Dash come to bring us to the suit, and we see he was dressed like us. you know, with a t-shirt and a short. And
Yeah.
and it was really a tipping point in my life. It was a changing point in my life. It was a changing moment. It was my way to understand I can be myself and I can have money. I can build anything. I can read. I can dream about what I want to dream. Because Dame Dash, a black man of New York, came to Paris to show me that, to explain me that. You know, it was a really different kind of moment because I saw in the eyes, guy, I'm here, and you can be here too.
And I have a question for you. You also experienced the same with Steve Stoute.
Yeah, but later.
Yeah,
Later,
later in your life.
later,
How,
yes.
how was that? Like your meeting with him, and like how did he
With Steve
inspire
Stoute?
you? Yeah, with Steve.
It was crazy. It was another crazy story because Steve Stoute, I met him in Cannes,
Okay.
but Steve Stoute, his book, The Timing of America, it's the first books I read in English.
Okay.
It was very hard for me because I had to translate every word, every sentence.
Yeah.
It was my first book in English, and it was very, very long. If I show you the books, you see all the annotation, all the translation word. It was crazy, and I kept these books. And this is a real story. I kept these books on me 10 years.
Wow.
10 years. It was like my good luck things, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I knew in my head I will meet Steve Stoute one day to thanks him for this knowledge, you know.
Okay.
So I met him in Cannes, and I explained him the story, and he was like, "Where are you, man?
Like,
Who
where
are you?
you
Who are
come
you?
from?
Yeah, where? Yes. Where did you come from? Who are you? Because
Yeah.
you just put in my face her book I wrote like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it was a very good time.
Wow.
Steve
You
Stoute and
knew you were
Damon
gonna
Dash.
meet him that day?
I didn't really knew, but I dream about it, and I keep these books. on me.
So you travel with the book?
Yeah, I went to China with the books. I went to West Indies with this book. I went to New York many times with this book. I knew
It's like your good luck
I will meet
charm.
it. Yeah, really.
Ah, qué
Really.
lindo.
So when you
Pero
really
mira
want
eso.
something, you have to believe in it.
Wow.
Really.
That's crazy. And then you just met him, and then it was a conversation
Yeah.
about your journey with his book.
Yeah, because
Wow.
it was like my goal to meet him, to
Yeah.
thank him, to create this kind of knowledge, this kind of books who can change your life, because these books really changed my life.
What did his book teach you that was so significant in your life?
You know, the timing the timing of America is the same things of the timing of France. So I learned with these books that everything have a process. You can just go in a country, say we are a community, and change everything. If you
Okay.
want to change the world, you have to work, you have to wait, you have to wait your moments, and you have to create this moment. And Steve Stoute and Damon Dash create the blueprint for us.
Oh, wow.
Because they were the first black men in the industry. They were the first black men really who really built a big label. It's just an example.
Yeah.
Today, I'm 42, and I just have to recreate what they did in the past, because
Yeah.
they create the blueprint. Really.
I love that. That's amazing. Steve Stoute, I need to read your book. I need to
Really?
read it next.
Really.
I need to check the book out, because I'm like, if it was that inspiring, I need to be that inspired too.
Yeah.
My good luck charm next. So I want to know, what are some key lessons that you learned while working also in street marketing at Urban Act? So I do want to talk now about your transition into
Yeah.
marketing.
Okay.
You were working for a fashion brand.
Yeah.
So I want to learn about how was that journey for you?
The street marketing, it's a different kind of thing, because I learned with the street marketing that nobody cares about what you have to say. Nobody cares about what you have to give. Because when you're in the street and 50 people said no, thank you,
You get rejected a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have an information.
Yeah.
You have something to say. You have something to give.
Yeah.
And 100 people told you no, thank you. I have something to. I have
Yeah.
somewhere to go. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't care about what you say. And this when you start your career with street marketing, you learn you have to work on your project before to show him to the world. You have to
Right.
have you have to have the best design, the best partners,
Good branding.
the best strategies, the good branding. Because when you show it to the world, nobody cares about it. So you have to work before.
Yeah.
Because if you show it to the world and this is not good, when you're in the street and you give your paper to someone or the paper of the project or whatever,
Yeah.
everybody told you no. So
Yeah.
you have to have you
Like a strategy, a
Yeah,
good
you have to create a
strategy.
strategy.
Yeah.
And street marketing. When I remember that when I was younger under the rain with my paper, it
Yeah.
was very very hard.
That's
Really,
interesting.
Really.
But it made you humble. Like it
Yeah.
taught you how to be humble and to like also take no as an answer because sometimes that's just a part of life, right? And then eventually you transitioned and became a communications manager. So you started working as a communications manager for Europe at Royal Wear.
Yeah.
So how did that prepare you for like your journey and your career?
The creator of Railware, Sully Sefil, who is a big rapper in France,
Okay.
I learned with him like with nobody else.
Okay.
Really, he told me a lot of things in the business. I really, really, really thank this guy.
Yeah.
Today
Okay.
because I learned to be important in the corporate company.
Okay.
I learned what a corporate company is with him. I learned a lot of things about manage a team. I learned a lot of things about international business because
Okay.
before I was just a guy of Paris, not a France, only Paris. But when Sully came to the office and said we have to launch a big collection in New York, in Spain, your mind, your way of think became different.
Yeah.
Because he had big dream and it just give us this kind of dream and this kind of a big reflection, and big goal.
Yeah.
And Sully is a real genius for me.
Yeah.
And today it's still my brother. It's still my
Okay.
my big brother. And Royal Wear was we did a lot of things. We had a big prize for our perfume.
Okay.
A big national prize.
Yeah.
We went to Cannes Festival.
Nice.
We went to Africa with him. We did a lot of things for a big brand like that.
Yeah.
It was really the number one brand hip hop streetwear in Paris.
Wow.
So it was my four professional better time,
Yeah.
better years in all my life.
How
really.
long were you working at Royal
4
Wear?
years. 4
4?
years. 4 years. Yes.
Okay.
Really.
Wow.
I
that's
was a
nice.
baby. I was a baby, and he really trusted me because I wasn't ready for this kind of responsibility.
Okay.
But he really think.
It prepared you though
Yeah.
for the everything else that came.
Really. And today he knew it. He knew it. He can call me for whatever. I'm here.
I
I'm
love
here.
that. I
Really.
love that. So I know that you also eventually dived into working events and concerts.
Yeah.
And
Another life. Yeah.
Another life?
Yeah, another life. Another nightlife. Yeah.
So what were some of the biggest challenges that you faced while organizing events and, concerts across Europe? And what markets were you working? Was it only France or were you working?
No. Me and my partner DJ Piquion, it was a real thinker, as a real organizer of all the party. We create Make It Clap the company to
make it clap.
Make it clap.
Oh my God.
It was the name of the company was the goal. You have to make it clap for us, for the artists, for everything.
Yeah.
So he created.
Make it clap like twerking.
Yeah, no, not like that. We were no, not like that. Make it clap like in a concert, like respectfully.
Sure.
Yeah. And he created the company. I joined him to be the co-founder, and it was like 10 years of party, of concert, of travel, and we worked in Germany. We worked in West Indies because we're from West Indies.
Shout out to Guadeloupe.
Yeah, and Martinique, big up. We went in different cities in France, and it was really crazy because I didn't know at this time I can really make money with party. I was just like a clubber,
Yeah.
And when we decide to did it very seriously, we create a big party called Hip Hop Love Soul. And it's it's today it's the biggest hip hop party in Paris because I quit, but my partner Didier continued to grow it.
Yeah.
And we did it 10 years.
Wow.
And after that, we start to making concert with a lot of artists, with a lot of Jamaican artists, and Busta Rhymes, Omarion, Fat Joe, Raheem Devon,
Nice.
a lot of big artists like that. Rick Ross too. It was my first met with Rick Ross at this time. So yeah, it was crazy because party is hard because in Paris at this time it was very, very hard to explain to the mayor, to the authorities, to the police that you will be bring 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 6,000 black people, Arabic people in the center of Paris to a hip hop party.
And you were doing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000?
We start in a little club called La Seine Bastille, like 500 people.
Okay.
But after a few months, like people was in the club like it was too small. Too small.
Wow.
So we rent a big arena called Élysée Montmartre. Like the first one was like 3,000 people.
Wow.
And after that, it grew up like
That's
nothing else before.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
You're the
Thank you
goat
very
of
much.
Paris. You know that?
A little go.
The little
No, it was a good time because we made money and we made a lot of people. We create family,
You create a family.
We create family in this party because a lot of people met in this party. We create baby at this party because a lot of couple met at Hip Hop Love Soul, and we have Hip Hop Love Soul baby.
Oh my God, you guys are making couples.
Yeah, because you know how it is. You're in a party, you met someone, and
wow.
we create a lot of couple, and nobody called his baby Alexis. So I'm very upset about it because I have to be a godfather. I have to be some things for this baby.
They should name their baby Alexis, even if it's a girl, because your name is unisex.
Yeah.
That's funny. So you also did locations like Germany and other places of France.
Yeah.
What other places were you able to do them in? Like, you mentioned Martinique and you mentioned Guadeloupe. But in Germany, what kind of events were you doing there?
The same.
Yeah.
It was Hip Hop Love Soul in Germany because there is a big soul community in Germany and amazing artists. And a German entrepreneur, a German producer called us because, like I said, it was a big party, and he really wanted to bring the party in Germany. Yeah. And Guadeloupe and Martinique is Martinique for Didier and Guadeloupe for me.
Okay.
We really want to work in our island, So we start like the same things. We start in a little club called the Big Creole.
Yeah,
and,
that was in Germany?
No, in Guadeloupe.
Oh, okay.
It was a little club with soul people. We start here, and after that, it was like
Wow.
like a big thing. So we
Yeah.
we return every year to do all the summer in Guadeloupe.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite collaborations with artists like that you brought? Like, is there like a memorable artist that you brought to the show that you always like
Yeah,
remember?
one is very special because I'm like I said, I'm from Guadeloupe, and in Guadeloupe there is a carnival group
Okay.
called Akio,
Akio.
but it's like it's not just a carnival normal group. It's like a real community in Guadeloupe. And every year there is a big carnival with costume, with traditional things like this. And in France, there is an arena called Olympia.
Okay.
And Olympia, it's like for legendary French artists.
Okay.
Like Johnny Hallyday, like, the old artists in France.
Okay.
And with my associate Didier, we think about the fact that Akio was a legendary group too.
Okay.
So we have to bring the group in the Olympia.
Okay.
And it's special for me because, Akio exists. When I was a baby, Akio already was a big group.
Okay.
It's really a community. You have young
Yeah.
people, old people in that. And when we something very important, in the front of the Olympia, you have the big red letter
Okay.
with the artist of the night.
Okay.
And it was very special for us because we invited our family to the concert.
Okay.
And it was the first time my mother really understand what I do. Because when she saw Akio in big letter, red letter,
Yeah.
red light on the Olympia,
Yeah.
she understand. Okay, so my son, I saw him in parties thing.
They
in
never
concert.
understand at first.
Yeah,
They're always like, "What do you do?"
What do you do? Every night you go out, you
They
say
think you're partying.
Yeah. And this night she understands that I bring her group or her island
Okay.
in a big arena in Paris, in a legendary arena in Paris.
Okay.
And I put the name of my island, in the front of this arena. So it was crazy
Wow.
because my mother was here, and you can give me all the money of the world. This is a different experience.
Yeah.
I can do the biggest arenas, the Madison Square Garden, the Barclays Center,
Yeah.
but this with my mother inside and
Your
a group
mom.
of Guadeloupe inside, it was really crazy.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. I like that. So now I want to jump into your agencies, right? So you have Omaxum, Omaximum,
Au maximum.
Omaximum.
Yes.
Oh, because the 6
Yes,
is like, okay,
yes.
Omaximum. You have Environment.
Yes.
That's how you say it,
Yeah,
Environment.
yes.
And then you have Agency 88.
Yes.
How you
say
say-
88, I said 88.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but 88 is good. 88 is good.
How
Yes.
do you say it fully? Agency 88.
What?
In French, how you say agency?
88.
Okay, the
Yes.
whole thing is like that?
Yes, Agence 88.
Agence.
Yes,
Oh.
88. Yeah.
Okay, so what made you establish your 3 agencies? Like, what inspired you that I want to now have my own businesses and I want to represent people or companies or brands? Where did that come from?
With the party and the concert, I already had my own company, but I was very frustrated because my role in the agency, it's a party agency, was the communication.
Okay.
And I did the big work for one night. Every night, every concert, I have to recreate the buzz. I have to recreate the marketing.
Okay.
And I was frustrated because I can bring 5,000 people in a room, but after the concert, everybody go.
They're separate ways?
Yeah, separate and
Yeah.
and okay, thank you, Alexis. Bye bye. It was a good time. So
Yeah.
I need to create something in the long term, really. And I decided to quit the first company and to create mine only with communication asset, communication services, and so au maximum. And I create 3 au maximum for hip hop, environment for the pop, and Agence 88 for Afro-Caribbean music.
Okay.
And we have really big success
Yeah.
with a lot of certification, a lot of a lot of gold album, platinum album, diamond album in different kind of music. So yeah. It's three big company in Paris,
Yeah.
in France,
That's beautiful.
and I decide really to create this kind of services because I really want to create something on the long term with artists because artists need assistance. Artists needs to be artists, and I don't invite nothing. When I saw Steve Stoute, Dem Dash, and Jay-Z work together, I knew already the big artists need big entrepreneurs. So I just started the company for that.
Got you.
Yeah.
And was it stressful, like working, having to represent artists, and like how did you manage stress, like having to? Because I know you were working from a communications publicist standpoint, and anybody that knows public relations, they know it's like, oh, it's a hard job. It's not easy. So how did you manage that?
I was young. So
Yeah.
so I was crazy. So I don't really think
You
about
say
it
you were
at this
crazy.
Yeah. I don't think about it at this moment.
Yeah.
But it's not really stressful. It's more. It's not. This is not the stress. The worst things. The worst things is like when people grow up with you, when artists grow up with you, and they left you for another person, and you see the artist fell off, but you knew before this is a bad choice. You know.
Like your intuition.
Yes, you knew this is a bad choice, and it's like you. I have sometimes I have big dreams, and nobody can follow my dreams.
Okay.
So when you work with artists and you believe in the artist more than him or
Oh.
more than her, you can create a lot of problem with the artist.
That's true.
So
That's true.
you know, it's not the stress because I only work on stress since my first fanzine, since my first things. No, the worst thing is this kind of job. It's to organize your partner, organize the artist, organize everybody to go to the same goal.
Gotcha.
This is
Gotcha.
more difficult.
Okay, cool. Now I want to talk about Omx Books.
Yeah.
So, what inspired you to launch Omx Books, and how does it fit into your overall vision?
Omx Books is a long story because it's my deeply
It's your baby.
it's my baby. It's deeply the more personal project of my life, really, because in fact in the beginning it's just a side project. I read a lot of book about big entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, like Steve Jobs, a lot of entrepreneurs like this, Jeff Bezos of Amazon. They're great. They are great. They did big company. It's incredible. But when I start to read things about this guy more deeply, you know, I understand that we don't have the same journey, the same problems. They have more advantages than me, and they were already rich. So they create some things important and some things I don't know if I can do the same things today. So no problem. It's
still
they're
possible.
great. They're great.
Still
Yeah.
possible.
But
Yes.
they're great. But I at this moment I really need another type of example, as an example like me, with the same struggle, with the same color, with the same like this. And in France we don't have that. We don't have this kind of example in a book. We have a lot of black entrepreneurs, but we don't have enough history to have a story of this kind of guy or
Or like
girl.
someone iconic
Yes,
that
you know?
like left a legacy.
Yes, you know.
Got you.
And I start to read like I said, Turning of America and another books about entrepreneurship, black entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And I think like why this kind of books are not translated in French. So I came to New York for another business, for music business, and I take some meeting with and organize some meetings with a publishing company here.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, I want to know why is this book not in French, because we need this in French.
Yeah.
And because in the beginning, I thought American publishing company don't care about French public.
Okay.
So I was like, we need that. You have to do something, and they said, no, Alexis, we have no problem with French people, but French publishing company don't want to translate this kind of book. I said, okay.
So you took it into your own hands.
Yeah. So I said, okay, give me one book. I will translate it for you. No problem. And they said, no. You have to buy right. We have to organize. We have to do contracts. It's not like that.
It's more complicated.
Yeah. So I work on it. My first book was Isare.
Okay.
And it's beginning of the craziest journey of my life. Really, really.
Can you tell everyone some of the other books that you're working on?
We worked on Isare, on Taraji P. Henson, 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Common.
Okay.
It's the 5 first books of Omx Books.
And you have some upcoming ones too.
Yeah. We already have 4 books for 2025.
Okay.
DJ Khaled.
Okay.
Gucci Mane. Donda West.
Yes.
The late mother of Kanye West. And the boss Nipsey Hussle. Rod Kenner wrote a book about Nipsey Hussle.
Y'all heard that? That's
really.
amazing. That's amazing. And how do you choose which U.S. or American books you want to translate? Like, how do you select them?
Feeling.
Just feeling?
I read a lot of books every time. I always have a books in my bag.
Okay.
And when I feel that the book will change life for people, I decide to translate it.
Okay.
And I don't care about sale. I don't care about the author. I don't care about the fame of the author. I just want to bring to French people, to French speaker, to French writer, books who can change life for real. It can be a change for business change, for family change like the Book of Common, for destiny and journey change like Isare. But I really want to change life for people because we don't have this kind again of example of mentors, but they exist. They exist. So
that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
you.
beautiful. So with all the ventures, you have so much going on, right? How do you find the balance in your life and in your business? How do you manage?
You want my
everything?
secret?
Yes, I want your secret.
You want my secret? I just have the best associate in the world.
Oh,
It's not complicated. You know, I have different company, but I don't rule all the company alone.
okay.
And we have like a balance with my associate, and everybody is a specialist in their own task.
Okay.
You know, I work with Elias, who is a king of digital marketing in Paris
okay, Elias.
for cultural thing, music, thing, cinema, and everything. I have QD, who is the best consultant for dancer. We did a lot of tour with a lot of artists like Jason Derulo, like Travis Scott, like big artists here. And I have different associates like that.
Okay.
Me, I rule like the company task with the banker, with the organization, and the rules. The rule every day. The really task with values for the company.
Gotcha.
And everybody is in each place. And me, I organize the group, you know.
Okay.
And this is my secret. I know
Okay.
when someone knew something, when someone knew something better than me, I don't want to put them in a box, and I don't want to hide it, you know, hide them. I
You
just
want to listen to their ideas, their thoughts.
You know, we create the company 50-50. We create the company at equal part in the company, you know. So we have to work together.
Okay.
And this is why my company are really
That's
big
amazing.
because I'm really honest with my associate.
Do you also take good vacations and resting?
Vacation?
Yeah.
What?
Vacations.
I don't know this
You don't
word.
know what a vacation
I don't
is?
know. I don't know.
Vacazione.
No. You can expect me. I don't know this word. I always working. I always working. I'm
Oh, you
always
really
working.
don't know what
Yeah,
it means.
yeah.
You always working?
Yeah, really,
Really?
really. Because I have the
It's
change.
a vacation. I don't know what this word means.
You
I'm
know,
here like trying to translate it.
no, I have the chance to see my goal. When I was a kid, if someone told me, guy, you will work with Rick Ross, with 50 Cent, with Isare, you will go to China, to New York, to LA.
Yeah.
I would say you're crazy, man. So right now I can do it. No, I will have time for my vacation.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
will have time
I
to
got
rest.
you.
I will have time to
Yeah.
no, right now it's not about
Time
the
to
money.
work.
Yeah, it's not about the money. It's time to create, because I have a daughter, and I really want to be a good example. And I really want to let to her not just money but income.
I love
This
that.
is a big difference.
I love
I
that.
just I can let her 10,000 something, 100,000 somethings, but income is different because it's for life.
Yeah.
So have to work a lot for
Yeah.
create different income for her.
Gotcha. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Love that. So this is my last question for you. What legacy do you hope to leave in the music and or publishing industry?
You know, like I think about it a few days ago. Omax was my tiger name.
Tiger name?
Tiger. Like
Oh, tagging, graffiti.
Yeah, graffiti.
Oh, you was doing graffiti?
Yeah, I was a real hip hop guy. I dance.
You were
Yeah,
outside.
I dance. I did graffiti. I rapped. I did everything.
Wow.
In my time, you have to be some things. You can be just a listener.
That's interesting.
It was impossible. So Omax was my
Now
name.
you're like a corporate guy.
Right
tux,
now,
suit down.
I'm a
He
I'm a
was
J-
out here spraying.
I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm a Jay-Z fan. So you start here, and the goal
Now
is
you
to
end
be
up here.
And I think about it a few days ago.
Yeah.
Homax was my graffiti name, and today it's the name of a company for books, and I realized that 40,000, 50,000 books was sold,
Okay.
and there is Omx Books on it. So I think this is my legacy,
Oh, I
because
love that.
I'm in 40,000, 50,000 home, and we all have books of our ancestor at home.
Yes.
We can forget about our great grandfather, but we still have things of this person.
Yeah.
So we can you can like erase music on Spotify. You can erase video on YouTube, but you can destroy 50,000 books.
That's true. Yeah.
So maybe my future family will forget about me in 5 or 6 generation, but someone will have
Yeah.
Omax book somewhere, even if it is
I love that.
it's hide in the middle of something, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But you can destroy
Yeah.
50,000 of books.
That's
And
beautiful.
in the beginning, it was my graffiti name. It was just a
Wow.
young me who want to put his
You make
name
me wanna
on the
cry.
wall. Oh,
You're gonna
sorry.
make my eyes teary.
Sorry, sorry. But this is my life story.
I feel like I'm experiencing
Yeah.
wow, that's deep.
So today, it's even if it's a bad thing, and like I said in French, je touche du bois. It's like a lucky sentence.
Okay.
Even if I fall sick tomorrow, or if I die,
Or like God forbid.
yes.
It's like God forbid. Okay.
Even if something
Que Dios no
very
quiera.
very hard happened to me, there is 50,000 things with my name in the world. So
That's beautiful.
this is my legacy.
You want to know what's funny? Today, because, I write for magazines. I was thinking about my legacy.
Yeah.
And I'm here like, what is my legacy going to be? And then I was like, it's kind of cool that I'm going to have print work printed around, you know? And then you saying this,
Yeah.
that's why my eyes got teary.
Yeah.
Like, they were watery. I
I
was
saw
like,
that. I saw that.
He said, I saw that.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's real.
Thank you
That's
very much.
crazy. That touched me. But thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
That was very deep.
Thank you, Claudia.
And that's beautiful. And it is going to be like that. Everybody will remember you. Your legacy will live forever. Your name. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let everybody know where they can find you, where they can find your books, your social media, Instagram, everything. If you can drop it, let everybody know.
It's really simple. Alexis Onestas,
Mm-hmm.
Onestas,
Okay.
and Omx Books.
Okay.
So every TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, everything,
yeah.
Omax Books and
Yeah.
Alexis Onestas. And really don't hesitate to send me a DM because I really want to meet people in New York. I really want to meet
Yes.
people in America.
Yes.
I did the job to French speaker, but I need other
Yeah.
to do my job. So don't hesitate to send me a lot
Gotcha.
of DM.
Got you. And where can they buy your books? Amazon?
Amazon, yes. Yes,
Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay,
Amazon.
so make sure you guys buy a book on Amazon,
Yeah.
all right?
If you want to learn French with 50 Cent, not with old author already dead.
You know what's funny?
You know?
You know what's funny? Alexis gave me a book because I said I want to learn French. He was like, here,
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, yes. Yes, Isare. You can learn French with Isare. You have to do it. You watch his show, you watch his series, so
Yeah,
you can
just read the book
too.
now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do my annotations on the side, right?
Perfect.
Thank you. Well,
you.
that's beautiful. Thank you guys for tapping into Keeping It True. I am your host, Nino Reyes. Make sure you guys tap in every week. We will be dropping new episodes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, everywhere you can find us, all right? Thank you, Alexis,
Thank
for
you. It
being
was a real
here.
pleasure.
It was a
Really.
pleasure having you.
Really.
Thank you.